Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Stiff-armed him. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On play action, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 0. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'll
roll him out right. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Play action now. Prescott steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
That one complete to Elliott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and And there's another example, another incompletion.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jackson will throw again. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 27, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Terrell Basham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Oh, none of that. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Kill.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Terrell Basham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman there to make the grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Prescott on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Owe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Who wants some?
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. That catch good for only a couple. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak. He's got a man complete, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play action now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Murray. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Greg Zerline to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. 46.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Big hole up the middle, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to try and run, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.